Greetings, everyone. So wonderful to be with you again as Jonathan in Portugal and myself here in South Africa. Look at the upcoming wave spell. It's really feeling like a very significant and important one for all of us, which seems to be the norm for the wave spells. But in particular, this one has really hit me to my heart. We're moving into magnetic storm, working our way through to cosmic monkey, and it is guided by eagle, which is all about vision. So what is really great for me, I had an experience this morning which has highlighted the importance of the work that we are all doing, bringing about the divine plan, merging the divine masculine, divine feminine, and so much more. So I'm really excited to bring this oracle today with Jonathan, and I'm going to hand over to him for now. Thank you.
Thank you, Leone. It's a joy to offer these transmissions between us. We feel divinely blessed in the sense of communing and contributing to the awareness and the necessity for us all to hold to the oneness, the continuity, the interconnection. Everyone knows it in essence, but it's the dualistic mind which is the monkey, and that's in focus today. Not just to restrain the monkey mind, because it can be reactive and that leads to conflict, but to bring the monkey into awareness of the eagle, the vision. Without a vision, the people perish. Now, tentatively, the transmission we're offering is called the Wedding of the Moon and the Sun. And as we move into the sign of Libra through the Equinox, we bring forth the keynotes of Libra itself. I choose the middle way. Okay, so let's reflect momentarily on the equinox. The 22nd of September is that transition out of the precipitation of solar energies into the equilibrium of the biosphere, let's say the fabric of nature all around. And we, of course, begin to experience equal day, equal night. At the solstice, we stand still with the sun. At the equinox, we stand in silence, attuned to the equilibrium. And, of course, we can observe how humanity is now equal in our sharing of experience. Consider that. That's undeniable. The interconnectivity, our awareness of world events. We have become equal in the sharing of our human experience.
John, can I jump in there? Thank you, because that speaks exactly to what my experience was this morning. I started my day with wanting to put something onto my Substack, and I thought it would just be a quick post, and it evolved and took on a life of its own. And when I'd completed that, I went to watch a movie which was recommended to me by some friends. And just how everything came together in this beautiful oneness. The director or the producer of this movie was asking questions that I had been asking for such a long time. It felt as though it could have been my movie. And she speaks of these very things, the balance between the divine masculine, the divine feminine, the questioning of our past memories and past lives. And was just such a great reminder for me of our one consciousness, what we are referring to as the Noosphere. So yeah, I'm very excited about what this brings in, and also the fact that you mentioned that as you and I started chatting some 10 minutes ago, there was the first downpour of rain in Portugal. And that made me laugh because for those of you who perhaps don't know, Jonathan joined me in South Africa last year, and every town we went to, as we arrived there, there was a rainstorm. And some of those towns hadn't seen rain for years. So we're the rain bringers.
Well, there's something going on, and I'm very glad. This is today, just now, the first of the annual precipitation after 6 months or more without rain. So Southern Europe, Southern California, South Africa, similar climates. North of Portugal, serious fires this year. Several people died. It's dreadful to see those, the sky full of the clouds and the nature being burnt. But extraordinarily, 10 minutes of wonderful fresh precipitation beaming down, beating on the roof. So what is being birthed here? Is this the breaking of the waters? My sense is, and I believe it's shared with so many co-workers around the world, as we maintain our antenna to the Noosphere, to the cosmos, that the gift of Virgo, the sign of Virgo that we've just, literally is the cusp today, Virgo Libra cusp, is the bringing through of the Sophia Christ, the restoration of the divine balance between the masculine and the feminine, the wisdom in essence. That is the precipitation of the cosmic pure ray of love wisdom entering into our planet, into our awareness in such a way that may be the first time since the fall of Atlantis. Now, for many of us, it seems that memories, dreams, reflections are reawakening that antikarana, that tangible continuity. Of course, it's full of phenomena and flavors and a certain amount of drama, but in essence, it's the possibility to move into that star consciousness and culture that can begin to birth a new civilization.
Wow. I have to say it. Wow.
Okay. So we'll begin to take a look at the wave spell because they are always so precipitating and centering. But to re-emphasize our task and challenge up front, and that being, as we move out of Virgo into the sign of Libra, the task and the challenge is for us to maintain the tension of oneness into Libra, the sign of the middle way, to maintain our eye in the heart on the reality and not to drop down into the illusion, in the sign of Libra, which metaphysically offers choice and supported universally in this cyclic oracle of time, the Mayan dream spell, which the last day of this magnetic storm to cosmic monkey is guided by vision. If we have a vision, we keep our eye on that. If we don't have a vision, we keep our eye on that. It's kept, our eye is kept on that, right? The lower mind of duality. And this is a test and a challenge of initiation, let's be clear. So while I bring up the screen, Leone, maybe you would like to speak to the inspiration and the vision.
Right. So the question that we're going to be putting forward to all of you who are with us here today is, what is your vision? And for Jonathan and I, this coming together and recognizing our role and how we are bringing these gifts is just so beautiful. And I was really inspired today after watching the movie, which I will share the link to that in our Substack when we do post this. But that vision of bringing the divine plan, of being the conduit or the chalice. So this morning I saw us all of us, as a beautiful chalice in which this wisdom is held. And for us to really just maintain our focus, as John said, in the heart, and keeping our eye on that which we wish to create, the reality of a beautiful new way of being on earth.
That's so powerful, Leone, and that is the heart challenge, to put our will into holding the compass, that vision, the compass that moves us forward in that direction with absolute conviction and certainty. So let's take a look at the 13-day cycle, call it a microcycle of the 260-day Tolkien, which is a microcycle fractal of 2,600 years, one of the 12 for the grand or great year, 26,000 year cycle. And of course, such a cycle was said to conclude on the 21st of December 2012, and it has now taken a further 12 years to precipitate into our awareness. So note that the blue storm, which is a catalyst for self and collective regeneration in the precipitation of the Sophia Christ wisdom energy, which is seeding the noosphere of our planetary mind. Our mind and the mind of the earth are one. In that magnetic conception at the center of the storm, we now take our place to re-identify at one with that mind, the mind of the Sophia Christ, and to hold that continuity throughout the coming days. Every purpose, every path, every journey will be challenged, and so it is. The following day, following the blue storm, is lunar sun, yellow lunar sun, guided by the power of the human, guided by the power of our awareness of inner wisdom, inner truth, inner compass, free will, choice, in Libra, extraordinarily. This is the truth point, the birthing of the balanced moon-sun relationship. This, in essence, when I once had a dream, and it was so clear, I saw on the horizon the sun and the moon, and they merged into one orb. And have we noticed how the moon on the horizon, the full moon, and the sun rising at dawn, perfectly in symmetry, and the geometry that represents, no happen chance, it's a cosmic order of number, harmony, and proportion.
Speaking my language.
Yes, of course, the light language of Leone. And your extraordinary cosmic codes. Don't you do a cosmic oracle transmission every now and again?
Yes, I do, John. I do it every Sunday.
Okay.
It's a gift to the universe, to all who come to read it. So yeah.
So there's a link below for not just this Leone's transmission oracle guidance, but also her cosmic card deck, which is quite unique. Beautiful geometry. And so humanity is, the sun and the moon coming into such equilibrium within is a eternal dance between the higher and lower nature and the creative goddess and her consort, the solar being. And so this is a particular initiation, in essence. It's bringing through that possibility and potential as we hold to this tension, moving it through the sign of Libra, the sign of the interlude, for humanity to begin to recognize, aha, we're one actually, we're not two.
Mm.
So the journey is activated as ever on day 3. This is a microcosmic journey of much greater cycles of creation and recreation. Is electric dragon, guided by serpent. The two go so well together. The electric dragon is the archetypal birthing from the cosmic womb, and the serpent represents that aligned kundalini, the serpent standing on its tail to connect as above, so below. And so then, of course, stabilizing in the acceptance of the journey to take up our role in service to the common good, we then move into extraordinarily the group nature of communion and communication, having received that spirit breath represented here on the 27th by self-existing wind, guided by the power of universal reflection, by the mirror of endlessness, endless oneness reflected back to the self. And then, of course, we have the day of empowerment and commanding reality or illusion, and that is magnificently the day of the overtone night. I'll read that. Let's see if I can bring it up here. The 20.
I always love these two together. The night, blue night, and blue monkey. They mean a lot to me personally.
Yes. I empower in order to dream, commanding intuition.
Mm-hmm.
I seal the input of abundance from that higher alignment, the supply, the true supply, with the overtone of radiance. I'm guided by the power of magic. Notice that guidance aligns us with the last day of this wave spell, the day of the cosmic monkey. And remembering that our monkey is to be aligned and guided by the life more abundant, not the life of lack and codependency. So this brings us to the first part of the wave spell, and then of course we move into rhythmic seed. The rhythmic seed organizes in order to target our awareness, almost between that duality of duality itself and the oneness, which is the reality, to bring through that seed energy into relationships and into this lower interlude in Libra.
Fantastic. John, you mentioned about the equinox, and you said you may have some quotes for us about the equinox. Would you like to share that with us? Perhaps possible to take the screen share off, and we can talk about the equinox?
Yes, of course. So the equinox is the 22nd, and we stand in that equilibrium ongoing. And so the 22nd itself is a day of balance and occult significance, the 11:11, the 22.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm reminded of a wonderful quotation that speaks to a universal law that has to do with right activity and the law of harmonious placement, within which there is the occult principle of equality, which is based upon the fact that every man, woman, and child in her right and specific relationship with and within the one life is of vital importance, unique importance to that life. Thus, each one carries within him herself the seed and pattern of greatness. Each is endowed with a particular potential that is essential in the working out of the divine plan for humanity. Thus, the importance to the whole of one. Regardless of outer appearances, each is as great to the importance of the other, and all humans share equally in the beauty, the harmony, and the perfection of the one life, as that one life manifests its divine plan by the evolution of our human brother-sisterhood within itself. And I'm just going to mention the words. We'll talk about it in a minute. We all remember the words, the last shall be the first. Let's come back to that.
Could I just interject there, Jonathan? That is such a beautiful and powerful message for each and every person. And who knows who hears this or receives this particular transmission. I trust that it'll go far and wide, because those words that you've just read now are an incredible gift to individuals to help them to realize how valuable, how magnificent, and how important each one of us is in this process of stepping into the new life. And I've got massive full body chills at the moment, which is always my sign.
This Christing energy, this Sophia wisdom that is percolating through into every sector of our life and affairs, seeks for every human being to realize our equality of freedom and opportunity, are divinely given gifts because we have choice. We're born with free will, and therefore we should need our freedom to exercise choice for the greater good, and to be and to receive opportunity to better ourselves in the evolution of consciousness. This is so important because we, as a humanity, as we mentioned, are sharing the experiences of every one. And therefore, our choice must be to elevate the quality of our lives, to serve the one being, the one planetary logos, and of course the universe. So I'll put the wave spell back up on the screen and look to the conclusion. So we then move into resonance. This is really what we've just been talking about. That day, I believe, is the 30th of September. It is the alignment of the lower nature, let's say, the serpent itself, the life force and vitality, in synchronicity as a one being. The serpent is guided there by Earth, which is the sign of navigation and of synchronicity. On the 1st of October, we bridge between the worlds. Remember, we are just coming out of the World Bridger wave spell that concluded with Cosmic Mirror. And there is the World Bridger energy again, inviting us as we move into that synchronous awareness to let go, to release, to die to the old. Let it go. It has no relevance, and if we do not give it attention, it will dissolve. It exists only by the attention and the energy we give it. Release it now. And observe that the World Bridger there on the 1st of October is guided by the power of the universal heart. And so it goes. The blue hand of healing moves us into that higher energy. Solar hand, I believe that is, bringing through the energy of universal healing, which is so needed. I'm just going to bring up the keynote for that. I pulse the energy of the sun in order to know, realizing healing. I seal the store of accomplishment, that journey and our accomplishment upon it, with the solar tone of intention, guided by the power of abundance. There it is again, the life more abundant.
It's really speaking strongly in this wave spell for us to move into that place of trusting.
Well, the energy of the Sophia Christ is intimately aligned and linked to that life more abundant energy of divine supply.
Right.
It is capable of miracle making. It is capable of making all things new. And as we hold that alignment as a planetary world server group, then miracles will become evident. In the faith of the unseen is the key there. All right, so then we move forward to planetary star. Isn't that lovely? It's a star of great beauty, and it is guided by the power of the warrior. So there we are. We hold in our heart the seed and the star of cosmos, and we stand as protector and guardian and keeper of the seed, the seed of Eden, let's say.
Yes, there we go.
Let's bring it up on the screen. It's such a lovely energy, almost closing this wave spell, the day of red spectral moon. So we saw the birthing of the sun and the moon on that second day of this particular cycle into the awareness of the human being. And this is a chance to liberate, to dissolve in order to purify, releasing the flow. I seal the process of universal waters. Would that be the waters of Aquarius? the waters of life itself, with the spectral tone of liberation. And upon any good journey, before we reach our goal, we offer dedication. And that is the penultimate day on the 5th of October, day of White Crystal Dog. Notice that we have entered the electric moon of service. So rather than the moon of challenge, which was a 28-day cycle where we all felt very challenged, now we are accepting of that and moving it outward via service. The day of the White Crystal Dog, dedicating in order to love, universalizing loyalty to that Sophia Christ. I seal the process of the heart with the crystal tone of cooperation, guided by the power of spirit. Magnificent.
Isn't it? And as we align with that and put our own personal energies into fulfilling what this wave spell calls us to do and be, how wonderful. We can become that cosmic monkey.
The cosmic monkey guided by eagle.
Yes.
So the power of vision, Leone, the power of vision sees us through this interlude of Libra. I choose the way that leads between the two great lines of force. I choose the middle way. And why or how? Because we see beyond the duality. We see to that star in our hearts.
See beyond the illusion.
And so the last shall be the first. That quotation from the Bible, meaning, the meaning underlying this, it relates, doesn't it, with the concept of equality. Because regardless of how far along the path any one of us may be, we can't take the final initiation into the one life until all brothers and sisters stand ready with us.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
You're
I'm
muted.
finding this wave spell to be particularly personal and exciting, and I'm really going to focus my own energies and my own heart on working with and just aligning with each day of the wave spell. And of course, this is what we invite all of you to do. This is why we do the Noosphere transmission, why we do the Sacred Time Oracle, to encourage each one to become more aware of what opportunities are available to us, of what energies we can co-create with in order to bring about the divine plan for all.
Thank you, Leone. It's a joy as ever, and we invite you to breathe this in and share your thoughts. Give comments or feedback as to your experience, and we would love that very much. So also click on the like, share if you will. It supports this journey, and we look forward to seeing you again.
Lovely. Thank you so much for choosing to be with us today. Thank you, Jonathan, for your wisdom.
And you, my dear.
Look forward to hearing from you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.